Hi, my name is Devin Doherty. I'm one of the developers for Grades HD for the iPad. We've just come out with a new version. We've updated the graphics heavily, as you can see, and I'm going to walk you through the steps that you would take if you were just downloading this application and configuring it for the first time. First, I'll point out the help file. You can see a little history about how grades came about, and the quick start, which kind of introduces you to a lot of the concepts that are required to use grades. The first thing we'll want to do is configure grades. And so we'll come in here to the GPA incentives. Grades is a program that's really designed to help you motivate your children to excel in school and you teach them the value of money. So in this case, we're going to be paying our kids for good grades. On the GPA incentives, we have here listed common grading scales that are used across North America, and by default, it ships with $10. So if your kids get a perfect score, you'll pay them $10. If you want to change it, you can just click in here and type in the new values. We'll just go ahead and keep that the way it is. Flat incentives allow us to pay our children a little bit extra, or instead of GPA scales and incentives, we could pay our kids according to just the actual grades they bring home. So for example, we'll go to the 4.0 scale ABCDF. If I wanted to pay my child an extra $1 for every A that they brought home, and maybe 50 cents for every B that they bring home, we can go ahead and do that. So now I've got that configured to pay $1 for the A and 50 cents for each B. GPA bonus is a setting that allows you to configure bonuses if they get above a certain grade level. So for example, I'll go into the grade level, and by default we ship it with the $10 bonus for a perfect 4.0. So the idea is on the GPA incentive, if they get a perfect 4.0, they'll get $10. If they get just a little bit off, then they'll get just a little bit less than $10. But in this case, they'll actually get a $10 bonus if they get a perfect 4.0 on the dot. And if they even get one A minus, they'll lose the entire bonus. Next up is grade level multipliers. This allows you to set a baseline, let's say 6th grade at 100%, and then we can just go and say, well, 5th grade's at 90%, 4th grade's at 80%, and you can just really easily configure this to scale up, because you might decide that your younger children don't maybe need as much money as your older, and you can even scale the older kids to be more. Okay, so now that we've got the settings set up the way we want, we're going to go ahead and enter in grades. So when you first come in here, there won't be any children, so we'll have to go ahead and enter in a child. So we'll add a child. We'll call him Jason, and then you can go in here and configure the date, the birth date of the child and everything if you'd like. We can hit save, and now we've got our child. So now we're going to go ahead and enter in the first report card. So we're going to say Jason goes to Bluff Ridge Elementary, and we'll say that the teacher is Mrs. Johnson. We're going to say that there are 4 terms per year, and this is the 3rd term of 4. Grade level, we're going to say that this person's in 4th grade, and then the grading scale, we'll go ahead and choose the ABCDF. Now, grades by subject means do you want to track the individual subjects. For now, we'll just leave that off. So when I hit next here, it'll just ask us how many A's, how many B's, how many C's, how many D's, F's. So we'll go ahead and we'll say he got 3 A's and 2 B's. Now if we hit next, we'll now see the finished report card. So you'll see he had 3 A's, 2 B's. We'll see the total incentives and the bonuses and everything else. He's in 4th grade, so we got an 80% multiplier. This is the total incentive that we get. Now if I hit finish, it will actually save this report card. But right now it's just kind of being shown as a summary view. I'm going to go ahead and back up and I'm going to turn on grades by subject. So now we're going to actually come in here and add the subjects that this child is taking. So we'll say this person is taking Language arts, we'll say they're taking math. We'll say that they're taking science and social studies, and then we'll hit finish. Okay, so language arts, math, science, and social studies. Here we go. So if we want, now we're presented with our grades. I can just say he got, an A and or 3 A's and 1 B. And if I hit next here, it will show me, a more typical report card. I see the grades and everything. I am going to go ahead and hit finish here, which will go ahead and save the report card. So now I'm kind of back to square one. I can go ahead and select the child again and enter in another report card if I want, or I can add more children. We recommend that you use this to keep track of all of your children's report cards. If we come in here to reports, we'll be able to see all of our children and all of the report cards that are stored in the system. And if I click on the name, once again, it just brings up the report card that's saved. So you can go and compare, what grades they got this term and compare it to the last term. So that is a really brief tutorial on how to use Grades HD and how to configure it and use it. So we hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.